So, I was watching the last video that Josh made about server actions, and I think I got a solution for this problem. Don't get me wrong though, Josh is an amazing engineer and I really love his content, and I think I have a solution that could benefit the community. Anyway, let's proceed. What we will use is a library called NextSafeActions, which is an amazing library for server actions in Next.js. If you're not familiar with this library, don't worry man, I got you. As you see in here, it uses Zod for validation and it's very simple to use. So, let's take a look at the usual approach. What we have here is a client component that's calling a server action to delete a product. Okay, let's include on success. Yup. And on error. So we get that nice toast effect whenever we perform an action. So the problem was, whenever we call a server action, it's basically simulating an API call to our endpoint, lefting our endpoint exposed so anyone can come and delete a product from our database, even though he's not the owner of the product, okay? And that's very, very bad. Let's take a look at our database. We have a products table with a user ID, okay? And of course an ID. So what we will use is NextSafeActions as a middleware, so always we get our user ID before performing any server action that requires the user to be authenticated. I already have this implemented in here. I'm gonna delete everything and start from scratch. First of all, let's import create safe, I'm bad at typing man, action client from NextSafeAction. And let's create our authenticated action. It's action, not actions. Create safe action client. This has many properties, but I'm only interested in this. Okay, let's grab the error. Sorry, let's grab the error, and whenever there is an error, let's return the message. Okay, status, no. And next, let's grab our middleware. Okay, let's give it a function. Let's import the create client from the server and get user. What this get user does is basically get the authenticated user. That's it. Okay, so now what we're doing here is grab the user and pass the user ID as a context so we can access it whenever we define an authenticated action. Okay, so let's export authenticated action. What we'll do next is modify our delete product action. Now let's give it a name, deletes products. Okay, let's grab the authenticated action and give it a schema that's basically taking a Zod object. Okay, I need to import Zod, yup, object, and let's give it the ID of the products, which is a number and positive. Okay, now let's give it the action. So we're going to grab the parsed inputs and let's destructure them, which is the ID that we defined here, and let's grab the context, which is the context that we passed to our authenticated action. Okay, let's destructure it and grab the user ID. So now it's as simple as calling our database. So we're going to delete the product ID where the user ID is present, and let's grab the error and this states it. So now if it does not find any record with this combination, it returns a 204, which means that the request has passed, but it does not find anything to delete. Okay, so now let's check if there is an error or the status is equal to 204. Okay, let's throw a new error, product not found. And yeah, if this passed correctly, let's revalidate the path. And here we go. So now let's grab an ID from our database. Okay, this user ID, let's grab 2. Okay, let's go back to our application. Let's delete the products. Okay, and it's successfully deleted. Okay. Now, if we try to delete this product, which has a user ID that's different to our authenticated user. Okay, the ID is 12. So let's try and delete it. Okay. Oh, it's deleted. But it's not gone from our database. Okay, I know why. Because here we return the message. What we should normally do is throw a new error, which is the error.message. The reason I did this is to get an error in the client side. So now if I try and delete, okay, product not found. Yeah, and here is the product not found. Let's change it to enable to delete products. Okay, enable to delete products. So what do you think of this approach? Tell me down in the comments, and of course, if you like the video, give it a like, and see you in the next one.